Looking right, you got the ice with it. A conversation with me will change your life. Your wife wants the pipe, and when I hit, you feel a slight difference. In her box, my cock's bigger. I'm hot, nigga. She don't rock with you. She got with you for dough. Your hoes a thought. If you fuck around, I'll take your mom, kiss her, fuck her. Then I'm taking your hot sister. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. You shit that chick up in my world. You cuff that bitch, I'ma fuck that bitch. You in love that chick, will suck that dick. That slut will kick you out your house, man, fuck your couch. I'm Rick James, bitch, I'll take your bitch and fuck her mouth, nigga. You bitchin' cause I'm smashing your hoe, you so passionate though. You would laugh for to go on the trip, now you trippin' because I got her ass, you acting vaginal, bro. I'll give her back, blow her back out, then go. Nigga, act like you know. Sharing is caring, nigga, I dare a nigga to swear that niggas can get to his chick. I put fear in niggas, they scared this nigga will take the girl and make her my bitch. You the type to die for a slut, you lie just to fuck. You like to get drunk and high just to get the courage to say hi, you a punk. You want to get some ass but then you act like a monk. She's stringing you along, it's going on like a month. You spending all this dough, she still ain't touching your junk. She taking off her panties and you smelling the funk. You say you hate it but you ate it even though that it stunk. Nasty ass nigga. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. You shit that chick up in my world. I'ma keep fucking your lady. My pull-out game's amazing, we ain't having a baby. You bitchin' moaning and crying, complaining, acting crazy because I'm fucking your girl, you punk ass, you pay me. Get cash to smash your whack ass chick. You too stupid to realize I'm teaching your whack ass shit. All up in your feelings, you feeling all attached and it's making you go crazy. And maybe if you had that shit we call game, you know you can't control no hoe. No matter if she's bad or right or just so-so. You trying to control that bitch, that's a no-no. You worried about other niggas, that's so homo. Pause. Niggas wanna be so romantic, but they chick be all up on another man's dick. I be on that man shit, they be acting manic. I don't think these guys know what a man is. Y'all thinking you're out here winning with your money and status, you're thinking you're rich. But how you see yourself as a winner if I can ruin your day by smashing your bitch?
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's poppin'? What's good? It's your boy, Mr. Locario. The bad boy, the dating game was popping with you. What's good with everybody? Shout out to Able MC in the building. What up? We got Joe Blast in the motherfucking building. You feel me? Shout out to Monogamous Player in the building. Ayo is in the fucking building. What's going on? Who also got up in here? Clean the Plate James is in the building. Andrew, the top G. Anthony, was good. What's going on? Was popping with you. Will Tennessee was good. Jay Bird is in the building. Who else we got out here? Evan Bell was popping with you. So, man, today's show, the game is going to be so fucking heavy, okay? Because, you know, I see a lot of guys out here, man. What up, Mad Dog was popping, King K. Oh, Johnny's in the building. What's going on, fam? How you been? Dave G was good. What's going on, Thomas? What up? So, what happens is a lot of people, they think that it's difficult to get sex or that you got to pay for it. And this is the shit that a lot of guys say, because this is like a trick logic where guys will say, well, you know, it doesn't matter if I pay for sex because you got to pay some way, right? Like everybody pays for sex, right? Wrong. Everybody does not pay for sex, right? See, and the logic that a lot of these guys come with, they'll say, well, you know, if you got to spend a lot of time fucking with a chick. So, you know, if you're spending time, you're still paying for it with your time and your energy, right? This is what guys say. So they usually say that to justify the tricking. You understand? Now, if you want to be a trick, that's on you. Do you have fun spending your money on vagina? That's you. But what I'm saying is that a lot of guys out there, they try to justify the tricking because, see, they want to feel like they got one up on the game. They're like, oh, you out here talking to these girls and all of this. I just give her some money. I pay that hoe to leave.
Jesus Christ.
Nonsense. Niggas like, I pay that hoe to leave. No, you don't. You pay that hoe to fuck, and you're paying her to fuck because you do not know how to get women to fuck you for free. See, when you use the logic of, oh, well, you know, you're paying with your time. You see, it takes you time to do everything. And if that's the case, then that means you're paying twice, right? So if you're paying the woman, you're giving her money, and then you're taking time out to find a woman to give her money, that means you're paying twice. You understand? So a lot of dudes be on that shit, and they also say that it ain't tricking if you got it type of bullshit. Exactly, right? So what I want to do today is, and I've talked about some of this before, but what I wanted to do today is I want to talk about like 3 ways to get sex fast that don't involve tricking. So if you're the type of guy who, you know, you don't want to go on a bunch of dates, right? And which you shouldn't if you're just trying to have sex. If you're the type of guy who wants to have sex and not be able to trick, right? I'm going to teach you how to do that today. You understand what I'm saying? So take some notes. And some of this I talked about before, but I'm going to go a little deeper. And this is, you know, bad boy membership level type of game, right? And so I'm going to actually be talking about some of the programs too that you can, you know, go deeper into what I'm going to be talking about today when I'm explaining what I'm about to explain. You feel what I mean? So let's just jump right into this, right? So I'm going to talk about, you know, 3 ways, you know, to get it fast. Right now, one of the ways I'm going to be talking about is how to do this online. The second way I'm going to be talking about is how to do this at like a bar, a club, or at an actual event. And then the third way I'm going to be talking about how to do this, you know, outside. You randomly meet a chick on the street or whatever it is like that, right? So make sure you take notes because this is me extending the free line. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is the type of shit I normally wouldn't necessarily talk about on YouTube, and I just save it for the back end. But you know, I want to teach you guys some stuff so you can take this with you. And remember, make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com, and also make sure that you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com. But let's play this clip, bro.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com.
Woo, nice. Love it. I love it. So let's just jump right into this. Now, first thing I'm going to be talking about, you know, the first way to get sex easy without tricking, right? Is I want to talk about something that I talk about actually in this program right here, which is how to take pictures that'll get you laid on online dating sites. Make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com to get that program right now. But I'm going to be talking about something that I talk about in that program. Now, one of the things that you guys can do, right, when it comes to actually getting sex fast on these online dating apps, right, is you have to create what I call the player profile or the fuckboy profile. Either way you want, you know, it's either way you can say it, but it's a player profile, fuckboy profile, right? Now I talked about this before, but I'm gonna get a little bit more in detail right now. The player profile of the fuckboy profile is a profile that is strictly there for sex. Okay, so what happens is that the women, when they come across your profile, when they come across your pictures and your bio and all that other stuff, everything should read sex. Not I want to go on a date with you, not I could be your future husband, not that I'm going to, wine you and dine you, sex. That is it. You understand? Even to the point, it should have the vibe of, I'm gonna fuck the shit out you, and that's it. It might be one night, it might be a few times, but that's all you're going to get from me is dick.
Dick is a gift.
You understand? It's gonna get dick. So that's how the profile has to be now. If you notice, like I said earlier, and I talked about this, a few times, if you look at the picture, there's a reason why the picture that I posted on this looks like this, right? So when you do a fuckboy profile or a player profile, right? If you're the type of guy who has muscles, or a nice type of body, show that shit off, right? If you're the type of guy who, if you don't have like a chiseled body or muscles or whatever, you can also dress in a way that is sexually appealing. So, for example, you can dress real smooth, like think of like button down James Bond type of vibe. You understand what I'm saying? Something where you look smooth and sexy. You understand what I'm saying? So a suit kind of could work. A button down with a vest could work, right? Shit like that, where you just look chill, smooth, and you exude sex appeal, right? Now, what happens is that in your bio, right? And I talk about this more in the fucking programs. I don't want to give away too much, right? But in the bio, right? The bio has to say something about sex. And remember, when you're saying something about sex on an online dating profile, right? It should be colorful, it should be descriptive, and not just plain regular type of language. So for example, what you don't want to put on there is, hey, what's up? I'm looking to fuck. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want to put, hey, looking for something casual. Like that's regular plain type of language, right? What you want to do is you want to be descriptive, and also you want to add what the woman would experience if she fucks with you. So, for example, something you could put is, you could say, looking to meet you, get you naked, and have your pussy dripping wet. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what happens is that when she's reading that in your profile and she's looking at your pictures, she's like, oh, all this guy wants is sex. Now, what's going to happen is this. The women who are looking for sex that night, that day, or they just are that attracted to you that they want to have sex with you, those are the ones that are going to hit you up. Right? Now, what happens is that any woman that hits you up is hitting you up based off the fact that she's looked at your whole shit. Now, there are times where women may not necessarily read the bio, right? But in a lot of cases, they're reading the bio. So what that means is they looked at your pictures, they looked at your bio, and then they decided to send you a message or match with you, right? Now, what will happen sometimes in these situations is the woman might bring up what you said first in the message. So let's say in your bio, it said something like, looking to get you naked, have your pussy dripping wet, or have you dripping wet, or whatever it is like that. When you match with the girl might send you a message first that says, hey, looking forward to seeing how wet you're going to get my pussy or something, right? So now she's already about it because she saw what you said in the bio, and she's all about what the situation is. So now at that point, all you got to do is set the shit up. You understand what I'm saying? Or sometimes what'll happen is that you'll match, she won't necessarily say something, and you have to hit her up. But what happens is that you're hitting her up under the premise of her understanding that this is what you're trying to do. So now you could just hit her up and say, hey, what's up? Let's get on a FaceTime call real quick. Get on a FaceTime call. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Listen, you start talking to her, flirt with her a little bit for like 2-3 minutes, and then you set up a time for y'all to get it in. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is that because your profile is set up that way, what you're doing is you're screening out the women who are like, oh, I just want to go on dates. I want to find a boyfriend. I want to find my soulmate, all that other bullshit. For the women who are feeling that way at the time, you screen them out, and all you do is you get the horny fucking women that want to fuck now. You understand what I'm saying? Because what you have to understand is that when women are swiping through these things, there's times where it's a Friday night, Saturday night, the woman's bored, she ain't really had no plans. She matches with you, she want to get some dick. And the fact that you're letting it be known that you're trying to make something happen, she matches with you, she's trying to make that shit happen too. Now, the best course of action to do this is when you match with them, try to get them on FaceTime, right? So let's say, hey, let's get on FaceTime or let's get on a call. FaceTime is even better. So you can feel it out, see who the girl is, and then you can invite her to your place and make this shit happen, right? Now, see, and this is the goofy shit that I knew was gonna happen. So he said, I feel like only water buffaloes will only answer to an ad like that because ain't no dimes answering to an ad like that. Okay, let me ask you a question, Aces. Do women that you think are dimes, do they like dick? I'm just saying. Do women who are dimes like to fuck? Or do they not like to fuck? Women who are dimes like to fuck. They like to get dick.
Dick is a gift.
They like to get dick.
It's a gift.
You understand?
It's a gift.
Now, what you guys have to understand is, see, a lot of guys, it's so weird how they think women who they think are hot are special. No, they're not special. And see, what you have to understand is that if that dime finds a guy sexually appealing, she's going to want to get dick just like any other woman. You understand? You said they do, but they have an overabundance of it, so they can be selective. Nigga, all of these women have an overabundance of dick, so they can be selective. And they're going to be selective anyway. You understand? Listen, there's a video on YouTube right now. I can't remember the fucking name of the video or whatever, but there was a dude, he did this experiment where he had like a super obese chick with a profile, and niggas, like, she was getting hundreds of matches. You understand what I'm saying? So all of these women can get hundreds of matches and niggas trying to get at them. You understand what I'm saying? So what you got to understand is that any chick is going to get an abundance of dudes that's trying to give them dick. But what you got to understand is, are you the guy that she wants to do that with? You understand what I'm saying? Are you the guy she wants to do that with? And see, when you have game, you end up being the guy she wants to do that with. You understand? Because see, the fact that you don't understand that you even putting that in your profile and making your profile the way it is, that is already you having game to attract that type of situation. You understand? Sometimes the chick is not even prepared for that situation. The situation comes to her like, oh, damn, what is this guy about? Oh, shit, is he saying that for real? And she's like, oh, I'm kind of attracted to him. Let me see, right swipe. And then he talking all that shit, and then next thing you know, the chick want to fuck with him, and she's a dime. You understand what I'm saying? So you guys have to understand. See, a lot of this, the stuff that I'm telling you guys is not stuff that I pulled out my ass. This is stuff that's been done over and over and over again. This stuff that I teach my clients. This is stuff that's on a Bad Boy membership. This is stuff that I've been doing for years. You see what I'm saying? So you have to actually try the shit out. And this is the funny part. If you're not getting matches, then that means that you need to understand how to coordinate your profile in a certain way. You need to know how to take the right types of pictures, how to take pictures that'll get you laid on online dating sites. This whole program is literally about the pictures. I have another program called How to Send Messages That'll Get You Laid on Online Dating Apps. This is literally about the messages. And then I have another program called Advanced Online Game, the most efficient way to get women to meet you online. So I go into more advanced ways on how to do this. So right now, at this point, I didn't talk about nothing about spending no goddamn money. I'm not talking about taking her on a date, right? All you need is a fucking account on these dating apps, set up your fucking shit right, match with the chick, and then tell her to come through. You understand? Shout out to my dude K-Zag 20. Shout out to my dude K-Zag 20 in the chat. said most men have a trick mentality or trick mindset and a trick mentality. That's a fact. That's a fact. You understand what I'm saying? Exactly. Certified target. Like, well, she ain't gonna go for that, bro. She ain't gonna go for that, man. That's you said I met a chick online and when she came to the crib, she didn't want to smash. What did I do wrong? Well, did you establish that you want to smash before she got there? And then on top of it, and this is what you guys got to do also. If you let a girl know you want to smash and she's agreeing to smash, come over to do the thing, and then she gets there, right? You want to start making that happen within the first 5 minutes. And then if she's not trying to do that, you politely tell her to leave. Because what a woman will do is some women will, because especially if you're vague, which I'm sure you were vague, Red X, right? If you're vague and you said, okay, you said she messaged you first. That don't mean nothing. Did you let her know that you want to fuck? Yes or no, Red X? You can call in. The call number is 516-387-1224. You have to let the woman know you're trying to fuck. Like when y'all get off the phone or when the conversation is done before she's coming over, it needs to be clear that she's coming over to do that. You understand? If that's not clear, then you're setting yourself up to get your time wasted. Because you say, oh, yeah, come over and hang out. Come over and hang out. And she's like, okay, cool, we'll hang out. She comes over and you sitting there bullshitting, putting your arm around her, watching Netflix and shit. She's coming over, she's hanging out, and you're like, you try to fucking, touch her. She's moving your hand and shit. Then you make her stay another hour. You talking to her and shit. So she's been there for 3 hours, ate up all your popcorn, watched the movies, drink your juice and your liquor or whatever, and then she's gone. And that's because you said come over and hang out. You understand? You need to be like, listen, I want to fuck. Are you down to fuck? I want to get you naked. I want to get between your legs. I want to pull your panties down and do these things with you. If you're not saying any of those things, then you're being too indirect. And then you're setting yourself up to get played. Now, does this mean that you can't be indirect and a girl comes over and y'all fuck? No, I'm not saying that can't happen. What I'm saying is more likely you're going to get played and waste your time if you're not clear. You get it? So that's the first thing, right? So first thing is, first way to get it fast is set up that fucking player profile. All right. Now, the second way to get it fast without having a trick, you understand? Like these other dudes out here thinking they got a trick and shit, is something that I teach actually in the Bad Boy membership in this program right here, how to get girls from the club back to your place. So this is on the Bad Boy membership right now. Classic material. How to get girls from the club back to your place. So the second thing I'm going to be talking about is making your rounds at the club, bar, networking event, party, shit like that, right? Now, this is what you do. Now, I'm going to give you a simple example. If you're like at a bar or a club or something where there's, a good amount of women there, right? Certified Timer, how old is that program? Yeah, that's like maybe 3-4 years old, that program. But basically what I'm about to tell you is some of the stuff in that program. And if you want to learn more, go to badboymembership.com to get that program, right? So now I'm going to talk about how to, work your way in the club and rotate the situation, the chicks, right? This is what you got to do. Now, what you want to do, the point of what I'm about to tell you is being able to go to the spot and being able to pull a chick out of the spot. Okay, you go to the spot and then you pull a chick out the spot to take her back to your crib to smash. Right? Now, the way that you can do this, right? And I've done this a bazillion times. You understand? My friends have done this a bazillion times. This is the type of stuff that I teach, right? Now, what you do is that you'll go into the spot. Let's just say it's a club or whatever, right? And I'm going to just throw a number out there. Let's say you're going to talk to about 15 women. Okay, let's just do 15 women for right now. You understand? Now, You're going to go into the spot. You're going to talk to 15 women. Now, what you're going to do is this. For each woman, you're going to introduce yourself and talk to them for about a minute, and then excuse yourself, and then go talk to the next girl, right? So you're going to introduce yourself, talk a little bit, and then excuse yourself and talk to the next girl, right? So you're going to go to girl one. Hey, what's up? How you doing? You know, you're looking real nice tonight. What's your name? Stacy. Stacy, nice to meet you. My name is Locario. Listen. Actually, I gotta, run around, talk to some of my peoples real quick. But listen, I'm gonna talk to you later. You know what I'm saying? Have a good time. I'll catch up with you in a minute, right? And you say that to 15 girls, right? So you're introducing yourself to those 15 girls, right? Now, what you do is after you introduce yourself to those 15 girls, and remember, you could do this to more girls. You could do this to 20 girls, 30 girls, whatever. But it has to be a lot of women. What you do is after you introduce yourself to all 15 of the girls, you make your rounds back to those women. Now, what I would used to do is I would basically start from the girl that I'm most interested in to the girl I'm least interested in, right? So let's say the girl that I'm most interested in was girl number 15, and the one I'm least interested in is girl number 1, just to make it simple for you guys to understand, right? So I introduce myself to girl number 1. Then I say, hey, I'll talk to you in a minute. Introduce myself to girl number 2. Hey, what's up, blah, blah, I'll talk to you in a minute. Introduce myself to girl number 3. Now, the reason why you do that is because now you have 15 girls in there that know who you are and you know who they are, right? Now, what happens is that after you talk to the 15 girls, I will start with the girl that I'm interested in the most. Let's say she's number 15 or whatever, or let's say she's number 10, because I had to still make the round. So let's say she's number 10. So after I talk to all 15 girls, I'm going to start with number 10 because I think number 10 I'm the most attracted to her. So I'll go back to number 10. Let's say number 10, her name is Jessica. So I say, Jessica, how you doing? How's your night going? How you having fun in here? She's like, oh, hey, what's up, Lucario, chilling? So we're talking. She's already met me earlier that night. So she's already receptive to talking to me again. Right? Now, what I do when I'm talking to Jessica, this is when I start flirting heavy and building sexual tension. Right now, when I'm flirting with Jessica, what I'm looking for is to see if she's responsive to my flirting, if she's actually interested in flirting back with me, if she's showing me signs that she's interested in, if there's heavy flirting to where she's showing high interest. Right now, let's say Jessica is showing me crazy high interest, and we're going back and forth. Everything is all good and all that other stuff. So what I'm going to say to Jessica is I'm going to say, hey, Jessica, listen, I think we should get out of here. We should go back to my place and have some fun. Right now, if Jessica's interested in doing that, I just leave with Jessica. Now, let's say Jessica isn't interested, or she's like, oh, I got a boyfriend, or, oh, I'm with my girls. I don't know, yada, yada, yada. Right now, what happens is that if she's not interested, I have 14 other girls to come back to do the same fucking thing. So then Jessica's out there running. So then I go to the next girl, and then I talk to the next girl. She's not down with it. I talk to the next girl. So basically what you're doing is you're setting yourself up to have this amount of girls that you can basically tell them you want to take them out the spot and make it happen. Now, what happens is that the more girls you do this with, the more chances you have to make this happen. Right now, the interesting part about this is this, and I'll tell you, what you can do to make this even more effective. What you want to do is you want to figure out, man, I'm telling y'all too much, but I'll just say this. You want to figure out what times the clubs or bars or whatever you at close in your area, right? So now I'm in New York. So some of these spots would close around 2, some will close around 4. It just depends, right? Now, what happens is, hold on, let me get this goofball real quick. He said you shouldn't chase, you should bait. Locario won't teach y'all that though. Nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? You got to call up Big Cam because what you said makes absolutely no sense. But let's continue. Now, what I was saying is make sure that you go to the spot, right, and know what time they close. So let's say it closes at 2. If it closes at 2, you want to go there around 12. You understand what I'm saying? Or if it closes around 3, you want to get there around probably 1 or some shit like that. You could do that, right? Now, the reason why you do this is because it's easier to pull the chick out the spot as the night is winding down. You understand what I'm saying? It's easier to take her out the spot as the night is winding down. Because if you go into the spot at 9 p.m. and then you're talking to these chicks and it's only 9:45, right? Usually it's too early. Now, if a woman is really feeling you, she'd leave with you at any time. But I'm just saying your chances of pulling her are better the later it is. You understand? Now, like I said, you introduce yourself to the 15 girls, and then you make your rounds back to the 15 girls, and that's when you build the sexual tension, flirt, and try to pull them out at that point. Now, if one girl ain't with it, you move to the next girl. Another girl ain't with it, you move to the next girl. Now, when you're talking to all these 15 girls, what you could also do is there may be girls who's interested, but they just can't logistically for whatever reason, right? So, for example, there may be a girl who's interested, but she can't leave because she's with like 4 of her friends and they're out for the weekend and they got to stick together and yada, 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 whatever, right? But she's interested. So what you say to her is, hey, well, listen, you know what? You seem cool. So, take your phone out, take my number down, and let's hang out, tomorrow or some other time, right? So you can still be able to, give girls your number and make shit happen, right? But what you're looking for is to pull the chick out tonight. So what happens is that you have 14 other women to do the same thing to. So what I would do is usually I would talk to, like, let's say if I talk to 15 girls and then I make my round again. By the third, sometime it'll be the first girl. Sometime it'll be like the third or fourth girl. And sometimes, like, in rare occasions, I'd have to go up to like 12 or 13. You feel what I'm saying? But either way, I'm spreading it out so that I have enough women to come back to pull out the spot. Now, the reason why you introduce yourself first is because you want them to have the feeling of, okay, we spoke, I know about you, you know about me, we know each other. So when you come back the second time, right, it's like, oh, okay, it's you. Let's talk more. Let's flirt more. Now I feel more comfortable with you because I feel like I've gotten to know you for a longer period of time. You understand what I'm saying? So you said, does this apply to groups as well, or is it a different strategy? You can do it in a group, but you still have to zero down on one chick. You understand what I'm saying? But it's harder because a lot of times, see, this is the thing. There's a lot of women who will come to spots, and and for guys who don't know, there are actually women out there who come to spots by themselves. A lot of guys don't know that, but usually they'll come in groups. So the groups you want to go to is really more like, if it's more than 2 or 3, you don't really want to do two. You don't want to bother with that. But if it's like a group of 2 or 3, you can still do that. You understand what I'm saying? But the thing is that you want to be able to introduce yourself to all 15 first, then make your rounds back to all the 15 or whatever, and then pull the chick who's cooperative and ready to go. Now, the only exception to this is this. I'm going to tell you the only exception to this, and you got to be very good at reading women and having social intelligence, right? When you're going around the first time, right, just to introduce yourself, there might be a situation where there's a girl that you introduce yourself to and she's showing immediate interest already. Like like you could see it in her eyes. She's giving you that smile. She's like with it, right? Now, what you can do is you want to spend a little bit more time on her to feel that out and see if you could pull her at that point, right? Because what happens is if the chick is already showing extreme high sexual interest, then you could just pull that girl out and you're good for the night. You're good. You can go. Like, I've had situations like that happen too, where I would do the same thing I'm doing. And I remember I went to the spot. The first girl I talked to, she was about it. I introduced myself or whatever. We talking for a little bit, and I noticed, I was like, okay, this girl, she's like really, she's really feeling the situation. So I was like, let me pause for a second and see where this goes. Now, what you do is that if you see that's happening, don't talk to her for more than like maybe 5 or 10 minutes. You understand what I'm saying? By the 5 or 10 minute mark, what you want to do is you want to start closing the deal. You want to say, hey, let's get out of here. And if she's not really down to get out of here, then you move on to the other girls. But what it is that you don't want to miss out on a chick who's really, really about it by going to other girls. If you can see she's really about it, you just take her out at that moment. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be very aware of what's going on in the situation. And see, this is why I tell guys they have to go out and talk to women and interact with women, because the more you go out and talk to women, the better you're going to be at recognizing when women are really feeling you. You understand? I'm saying it again. When you go out and you interact with women, you're going to get better at recognizing when women are really feeling you. And what happens is that you'll be able to recognize this by you also prompting her by being extremely direct about what you want to make happen. You see what I'm saying? This is why I tell you guys, go out there and practice interacting shit. You understand? Exactly. They're going to be like, but I can hit on the 6th, but I can offer her 2 to 3 dates to the 9 and maybe hit it later. Exactly. That's the thing. They'd be like, well, she's a 6, so I can probably do that. But the 9 and the 10s, I got to take them out. No. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, I talk more about this in this program, how to get girls from the club back to your place. So make sure you guys go get that shit ASAP. But notice, you're doing that and you ain't got to spend no fucking money. See, you could even go to bars and clubs, the ones that you ain't got to pay to get in. Listen, I had a friend, he would do this. He'd go to the bar club, the free ones. He'd go up to the bar, let me get a cup of water. That nigga be sipping on water all night, hollering at the chick, pull her out the spot. You understand? And the thing is, you can do this in the matter of fucking less than an hour. You understand what I'm saying? Less than an hour. My friend used to do this shit in 15 minutes. You see what I mean? So these dudes out here tricking, having to go fucking get on a plane and travel and shit. When you understand game, you ain't got to do all that bullshit. You see what I'm saying? You just got to know how to fucking talk to women. You got to know how to interact with these chicks. Right? So if you're going to a club, bar, networking event, you understand what I'm saying? You could do this at any like social gathering. You see what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, there's going to be some of these women where, because this time, so I remember I went to this meetup event. It was like a networking event. This is the funny part. It was like a business networking event. It wasn't even like a fucking dating event or whatever. It was a business fucking thing. And as I was leaving, a girl was coming in. And we were talking for maybe like less than 5 minutes. And she fucking said to me, hey, do you want to come back to my place? I didn't even like say that shit to her. She fucking invited me over. You feel what I'm saying? I was just flirting with her and seeing what's popping. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So that's number 2. So now we're going to talk about the third thing. And again, this stuff that I'm talking about gets easier and easier as you become more comfortable, interacting with women and talking to women, right? So now the next thing I'm going to be talking about is something that I mentioned and just has to do with this program right here, Same Day Lay, how to sleep with her on the first day y'all meet. Same Day Lay, how to sleep with her on the first day y'all meet. So now, There's a lot of other stuff that I talk about in that program, but what I'm going to talk about now has to do with that program. You understand how to do, so you can meet a chick on first day. You understand what I'm saying? Fucker. First day you meet and all this other shit, right? And I talked about this before, but I want to explain this in more detail because a lot of guys, may not get this, but this right here takes, for you to not be afraid to approach women, right? So this is how this works. Now, what you need to do is this, is that you want to be able to meet women earlier during the day, and then you set up a situation for the nighttime. All right? You meet women earlier in the day, and then you set up the situation for the nighttime. Right? So, what happens is this. So let's just think about it with meeting one woman, just to make it simple first, right? Let's say you're at a Starbucks. It's a Saturday, you ain't got work or whatever, right? So you're at a Starbucks, it's like 10 a.m. And, you see some chick you think is hot or whatever. She's, let's say she's sitting across the fucking room, drinking her coffee and looking at a book or whatever, right? So what you do is you go up to her and you talk to her, have a conversation, flirt with her a little bit like you would do any other chick you're trying to holler at. Right now, one of the things that you need to say to her or ask her is, what are you doing today? What are you doing for the rest of the day? Right? Now, the reason why you want to ask her that is because you want to see if she's actually free later in the day. Right? Because what'll happen is someone might say, oh yeah, I got to go to work tonight. Oh, I gotta, I'm going to the movies with my friends, or I'm going to dinner with my dad, or whatever the fuck it is, right? And some girls might say, oh, I don't really have any plans. I was just gonna hang out or whatever, right? So now you're getting this information. Now, what do you do? What you do is that when you're interacting with her, right? You let her know you're interested in making something happen, and then you exchange numbers. Now, usually we'll tell you, give your number to the girl, right? Now, in this case, you can give your number to the girl too, but you want to make sure you have her number also, because this is how you're going to work it out, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to exchange numbers. You let her know you're interested in getting together with her. And this is one of the things that you want to make sure you do, is that when you're talking to her, you want to make sure that it is clear, right? That it is clear that you are interested in hooking up with her. Okay? So when you're talking to the girl, you're flirting with her, you're going back and forth. She's in this, and I'm using this scenario as if she's interested. She's showing interest and all that other stuff, just to make it easy for you to understand. You flirt with her, she's showing interest, and you say, hey, listen, we should exchange numbers, and get together, and hook up sometime and have some fun and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, okay, yeah, that sounds good, right? Y'all exchange numbers. And you say, okay, cool, you have a good day. Right? Now, what you do is, hold on, what is Demetrius saying? Demetrius, if you have questions, email me, bro. You see what I'm saying? You in the joint, all these customer service questions. But yeah, on the Bad Boy membership thing, hit the subscribe thing and it'll take you to PayPal. All right, now. So now where was I? Okay. So now you're talking to her, you letting her know you're interested to hook up. She's cool with it. Y'all exchange numbers, right? Now, what you do is that later on during the day, you're going to hit her up. So remember, you met her at like 10 o'clock, right? So what you do is you hit her up maybe around like, I don't know, 4 or 3. You understand what I'm saying? And let's say her name is Tiffany. Hey, Tiffany, what's up? This is Lucario from Starbucks. How you doing? What you up to right now? Oh, nothing. I'm just at home, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I'm pretty free tonight. I was thinking, how about we get together tonight? You see what I'm saying? So now what you're doing is that you're trying to set up something for tonight. Now, what makes this so cool is you can play the numbers game with this. So remember, you don't only have to talk to that one girl. You can literally do this multiple times during the day to up the numbers of girls you're going to hit up that night. So imagine you talk to Tiffany, Jennifer, Siobhan, Tabitha, Nikki, you know what I'm saying? Vanessa. So you talk to 6 girls that morning, right? And you did the same thing. You told all of them you want to hook up. You told all of them you were interested in that, and you got all those girls' numbers. So then what you do is you hit up Nikki and you're like, hey, what are you up to tonight? Oh, actually tonight I got this thing going on. Okay, well, cool. How about we could meet another day. Fine. Now you hit up Vanessa. Hey, Vanessa, what's going on? How you doing? This is so-and-so. Listen, how about we do something tonight? Vanessa's not free. You go to Jennifer. Jennifer, hey, what's up? So now Jennifer is free, and then you fucking Jennifer. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is that you're meeting a woman earlier during the day. You have that interaction, letting her know that you're interested in hooking up with her. You're figuring out, okay, is she free? Is she not free? Okay, cool. I figured out I got like 4 or 5 girls who said they were free. They could, anything could happen and shit could come up, right? But let's say they've already said they're free. And then you hit them up. Hey, what's up? Listen, you still free? Oh, cool. Yeah, you're free. I'm free too. How about we do this? You see what I'm saying? So you're able to hook up with that girl. You understand what I'm saying? That night, and you're not spending any fucking money on this woman. And you're fucking a girl the same day you met her. Like, is this really that hard? You see what I'm saying? Is this really that difficult? See, the hard part for a lot of guys is they're scared to tell a woman that they're interested in having sex with them. That's the hard part. The hard part is a lot of guys want to work on themselves to become the attractive guy women want to have sex with. That's the hard part. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the thing. That's what's really hard for a lot of people is not the actual getting to make it happen. It's a lot of guys are not confident to do the things that they need to do to make it happen. You understand what I'm saying? See, and then they say goofy shit like this. Step 1, being good looking and it'll work. You goofy niggas are the worst. Y'all goofy niggas are the worst, bro. The worst. Get this book, my nigga. You need this book ASAP, my nigga. You need this book ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Said I pulled the hard R. You know what I mean? But this is what I'm saying. There's a lot of different ways to get the sex fast, man. You know, and if you go to badboymembership.com, I talk about more ways to smash the same day. You understand? So make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com to get that shit cracking. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, put a Q in the chat and we'll get to some of the questions. If you guys want to call in, you feel what I'm saying? Hit me up and we can make that happen. I'm gonna go another like 15 minutes and then I'm gonna wrap it up and head up out of here. Let me see if there's any questions. So it says, what if you actually want to go on dates to feel the woman out for casual sex? Yeah, you could do that too. Ain't nothing wrong with that. See, the thing is, you don't want to, this is the thing. You don't want to be the type of guy going on dates because you think you have to go on dates to fuck a chick. When you're doing that, that's some bullshit. But if you like to go out and just feel the chick out, ain't nothing wrong with that. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. It says, what if you actually, hold on, let me put some of these questions. What if you actually want to go on dates to fill the women? Oh yeah, I just read that. I'm bugging out. I need to put up this other one. This other one says, how do you gauge whether a girl is just shy and to work on it a little before moving to the next girl at the bar? Okay, so you're saying like, what if a chick is just, being shy, whatever? This is the thing. What it is that when you're talking to them and you're flirting with them and you're trying to build that sexual tension, you will see how she's reacting. Now, sometimes what'll happen is difference between someone, a chick acting nervous. You understand? Because sometimes they're shy, they'll act nervous versus a chick that's not interested and she's just playing a bunch of games. So the thing is that if you're out there talking to multiple women, you are going to notice the difference, right? Now, if you want to know more of the difference, go to Bad Boy Membership. I break it down there. But what I'm saying is that there's a difference between a girl who's shy and nervous versus a girl who's not interested. When you can tell the girl's not interested or just playing games, that's when you move on. If she's acting a little shy or she's, a little nervous, right? You can use that to your advantage in the situation to keep things going and see if it can go somewhere. You feel what I'm saying? So it says, if you meet the 15 girls at 9 p.m. and the club closes at 2, should you wait to go back and talk to them around 1 a.m.? No, it's the thing. You can still talk to them whenever. You understand? The sooner the better. So if you meet them at 9, you could talk to them, go back and talk to them at like 9:45, 10 o'clock or whatever. But what I'm saying is that it's easier to pull the chick out when the club is closing or it's winding down. The night is ending. You see what I'm saying? Now, again, if the girl has high interest in you, it don't matter what time. You understand what I mean? But you also got to think about the girl, having friends. Is she got cock blockers? You understand? You got to also understand the situation and the circumstance that she's in. Like, is she visiting or does she live there? Does she, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the logistics of the situation? You also got to talk about that and understand that. I think it's Monogamous Player. What's going on, fam?
Oh, yes, sir. How you doing, Mr. McCall? You already know that I donated.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
So what's going on?
Yes, sir. Yeah, and I actually just want to respond to yesterday when I called. There was a guy that was in the chat that was saying that when I was talking about them girls that hollered at me, they was saying that they might have been 4s or whatever, or they might have been low level or whatnot, right?
Right.
Now, guys got to understand this. Rating girls is just rating how attractive we are to them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you rate a girl a 6, that don't mean that she's not attractive.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? She's at a level 6 or at a level 7 or level 8. And I'm gonna be honest, like the 2 girls, one was probably like a 6, and one I can tell that it worked casually. She's a 7, but I can tell like if she like probably like went out and dressed up, she's probably like a 8 or a 9. You see what I'm saying? So some girls, and that's another thing, guys be looking at girls for self-value, but you haven't even seen a girl dress up or or really, really put on her best. And a lot of these bad bitches are the regular females. Right. Because I know a lot of females that's regular to me, but then when they dress up and stuff like that and they go to the club, then the niggas is looking at them as bad bitches. So what's really the bad female or whatnot? But another thing I want to say is, Mr. Lucario, and you were talking about how you make your rounds, and then it's all about you retreating back to the girls that really give you the most energy back or whatnot. See, a lot of guys fuck over the opportunity of getting pussy because, say, if a guy hollered at 5 girls, right, or 10 girls, and say out of those 10 girls, the 7 was the one that was really trying to holler at him, right, or just really was trying to fuck with it, right? Instead of just understanding logistics and understanding the game and taking advantage of that situation, a lot of guys will overlook that 7. Nah, bro, I'm trying to fuck with this 8. I'm trying to fuck with this 10, bro, and not knowing that the 7 is not even asking for no dates or no nothing. She's down for the dick or she's down for whatever you're trying to do. Exactly. But instead, you rather go spend your money on this 10 that's not even looking at you. You see what
Exactly.
I'm saying?
That's
And
a
another
fact.
thing, Mr. Lucario, is I'm just tired of guys acting like 10s are better than 7s.
Mhm.
It's just all about how a girl look. Like a girl look, as what you said, Mr. Lucario. If you value a girl look too much, then something about you is not player.
Right.
When you're a player guy, yeah, you can see a 10 or whatever. Yeah, she can have a fat ass, but it's like, okay, cool. What does she bring to the table?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I could be way more attracted to a 7 because she brings way more to the table than this attractive 10 that doesn't bring as much to the table. You see what I'm saying? Or that doesn't mean that this 7 don't have my dick on hard just as much as this 10 has.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But a lot of guys, they miss out on sex and opportunity because they always want this so-called bad bitch that's really in their fantasy. And they're not really looking around. That's why I really do disagree with when guys be saying, oh, these Western women are fucked up. No, y'all are fucked up. Y'all are not even paying attention to the women that are right there in front of you. But that's all I want to say, Mr. Cario. Thank you for the opportunity.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate the call, my brother. Shout out to Monogamous Player in the building, man. Real shit. Yeah, man. Let me see what's up with some more of these questions. So, Lakara, how many women should a guy approach to finally smash one? Nigga. See, again, that depends on your level of game. You feel what I'm saying? There's no specific thing like, oh, if you approach these amount of women, you're gonna smash this one. It doesn't work that way. Now, there are probabilities, like usually you get like 1 to 10% of what you put out on average. But the thing is that, like, for example, so if a guy approaches 100 women, he could probably smash one if he just has average game. You feel what I'm saying? But the thing is, a lot of guys aren't going to put in that amount of work. You feel what I'm saying? So the thing is that, you know, you just got to understand that it's always a numbers game. Sometimes you could holler at the first chicken smasher. You see what I'm saying? So that could happen too. So it all depends. You understand what I'm saying? You said it's the affiliate link for Bad Boy membership or Masculine Identity. No, so for the Masculine Identity membership. So if you guys join the Masculine Identity membership, you also get an affiliate link to where you can promote it. And then when someone buys it under your link, then you can get money also. So make sure you guys go to Masculine Identity membership to get that shit cracking. You said, I'm going to be in New York City for New Year's Eve. Aside from Times Square, which other spots are good to get women? Shit, nigga, you guys go to Lower East Side. That's where all the spots are, the clubs where people are at. There's some spots in Queens, in Astoria. That's pretty good. What else? You can go to there's a few like rooftop joints in Midtown, but you just gotta Google, man. There's a lot of different places you go to. He said, does a woman's cooperation mean she's sexually interested in you? Usually, but this is the thing. You have to see if she's cooperating with you specifically about sex, though. You understand? Because if I tell a chick, hey, let me take you out to dinner, and she's like, okay, sounds good. And then I take her out to dinner, we're talking, and I'm like, hey, let me take you to the movies too. And she's like, cool. So she's cooperating. You understand what I'm saying? But you don't know if she's sexually interested in you. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, you got to see if she's cooperating with you on a level that has to do with sex. This is why I tell y'all guys, let the woman know you want to fuck, hook up, get her naked, however you want to say it, but you need to say it to let her know you're interested in her sexually. Because you want her to cooperate with that. You want her to say yes to that. A woman saying yes to a date doesn't mean she's interested in you sexually. A woman saying yes to going to dinner, it doesn't mean she's interested in you sexually. A woman giving you her number or taking your number doesn't mean she's interested in you sexually. You see what I'm saying? The only way to see if a woman is interested in you sexually is you have to flirt and build sexual tension so she can respond to you and show you she's interested in you sexually. That is the only way. So when a lot of guys are talking about, oh yeah, get your money up and, be on your purpose and chicks want to fuck with you, no. You understand what I'm saying? No. The only way to see if a woman is interested in you sexually is that you have to create the situation for her to respond to you sexually. That is it. You see what I'm saying? That is it. No ifs and buts about it. Because what happens is that if you notice in all of these examples, every single example, I talked about her responding to you sexually. You creating the environment for her to respond to you sexually. When I was talking about having a player profile, you write something in your bio that is talking about you and her doing something sexually, which is going to make her respond to you based off that. When I was talking about being in the club and the bar, it's about you going back to those girls and flirting with her and building that sexual tension so that she can respond and let you know she wants to leave the club with you. On the third one, I was talking about when you meet the girl at Starbucks and you meet the chicks during the day, it's you letting the girl know you want to hook up and you're interested in her sexually so she can respond to exchange numbers with you off that premise. You feel what I'm saying? It's that simple. So everything has to be about her responding to you sexually. If that's not happening, you understand what I'm saying? If that's not happening, then, you're just wasting your time. He said, am I keeping this one on YouTube? Yeah, I'm gonna keep this on YouTube. Cause see, this is just me still touching the surface. Like there's a lot of things that I'm holding back on because it's on the Bad Boy membership. You feel what I'm saying? This is why I tell you guys to get on the Bad Boy membership. So I'm not gonna say every single thing because the rest of it is on the Bad Boy membership. You feel what I'm saying? Because there's other things that you can do besides what I'm saying here. You see what I'm saying? This is just little tidbits. So if you like what I'm saying here, get your ass on the membership. You feel what I mean? But yeah, that's what it is. You said, Mr. Carr, I also go to clubs when they're closing and waits at the parking lot. Usually the girls are walking out in groups, so it's easy. What's your thoughts in that method? Well, yeah, I mean, you could do that too. The only thing is that, in those situations, right, you still have to, you got to still have a really good mouthpiece at that point. You feel what I'm saying? Because as they're on their way out to bounce, what happens is that their mind at that point is like, okay, unless he's like really, really sexually attracted to you, you understand what I'm saying? It's going to be hard to pull at that point. This is why you want to be in the spot and pull her out the spot. You feel what I'm saying? That's the best course of action, but you can still get the chicks, that way. It ain't like you can't. When you get together with a new chick for drinks, should I pay for her drink? Yeah, if it's a date, if you're telling a girl, hey, come meet me for a drink, you can pay for the drink, or you say, hey, I'm gonna get the first round, you get the second round. You understand? But he said, should I feel guilty for hitting up everyone in the building? Females know I'm trying to smash. What's up? Look, what? I don't understand what you're talking about. Well, what do you mean feeling guilty? Feeling guilty about what? You understand? Feeling guilty about what? Oh, let me block this troll real quick. Feeling guilty about what? I need to know what you're feeling guilty about. Because if you're in a spot and you're talking to people, you're being social, that's what you're supposed to do. They're going to know what? That you want to smash? Yeah, they're supposed to know you want to smash. That's the point. What is wrong with you guys? Seriously. The women know you want to smash. See, they know you want to fuck, but you need to let them know that you want to fuck so that they don't play the game of trying to act like they didn't know you want to fuck. You understand? So they know you want to fuck, but you need to let them know that you want to fuck so they don't play the game and act like they didn't know you want to fuck. You understand what I'm saying? Because what'll happen is you acting like you don't want to fuck, she'll go with that, and then you'll try to do all this shit and she'll waste your time. And then when you muster up the courage to let her know you trying to fuck, at that point she's like, oh, but I just thought we were chilling and hanging out. You understand? That's what you got to understand when it comes to the game, bruh. The more direct you are, right, the less ambiguous bullshit you're going to have to deal with. You understand? All of that, like being too indirect, all she's going to do is play around with that. You feel what I'm saying? All she's going to do is play around with it. That's it. That is it. So, guys, if you want to call in number is 516-387-1224. 516-387-1224 is the number if you want to call in. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat. But if there's no other questions and no other calls, I'm gonna wrap it up. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the thing, man. If you guys need more information on how to make this shit happen with these women, go to badboymembership.com. You feel what I'm saying? So we get this shit cracking. You said if you're talking to multiple girls in a club and getting rejected, girls notice right away. I was wondering if that's a turnoff. Girls don't notice because they're not looking at you. You see what I'm saying? They're not looking at you. See, a lot of guys, let me tell you guys something. Y'all got to understand that when you're out doing your thing, nobody's paying attention to you like that. Because if they were paying attention to you like that, that would mean they actually have heavy interest in you. You feel what I'm saying? Man. Well, let me get to this call real quick. 352, what's popping? Who this? 352. 352 going once? Okay, he hung up. But yeah, that's what it is, man. Yeah, a lot of guys be like, man, I don't want to be hollering at all these girls in the club because they're going to be looking at me getting rejected. Why would they be looking at you? Why? And if they were looking at you, that means that they give a fuck. You understand what I'm saying? That means they give a fuck. So let me go to 352. 352, what's popping? Who's this?
Hey, yo, what's going on, Mr. Lucario? It's Jay.
What up, Jay? Did you donate? Jay, you still there? You. All right, I think Jay cut out, man. You still there? All right, Jay, call back. There's something wrong with your phone, fam. Something wrong with your phone. But yeah, guys got to get out that thought process of like, oh man, everyone's looking at me. I promise you they're not. I promise you they're not looking at you. If you're at a club and it's 250 people in there, you think all these women are looking at you talking to other women? They are not. I promise you they're not. You know what I'm saying? 267, what's popping? Who this?
Yo, what's good? This is Steph from South Philly. I donated a little bit earlier.
Appreciate it.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to make a comment on what that question about approaching women at a club in front of other women.
Mm-hmm.
I heard Alpha Male Strategy tell somebody if you getting choosing signals from multiple women to just go after the one you really want, because he was basically saying the opposite of what you said, which I disagree with. He was saying that, you got to approach the one you really want, because the other chicks, if they see you get shot down, they'll use it against you, or they'll, they'll see it'll lower your value. But I was just going to say, in my experience, anytime I was talking to chicks, even if it was didn't go well, a lot of times the fact that I was conversing with other chicks, or opening up a whole group of chicks by myself, it only helped me with the group I approached after that.
Right.
So I would just tell the dudes that's overthinking it, or like thinking, oh, is everybody watching me? Is everybody going to notice me if I get rejected? A lot of times they don't even know what the girl said.
Right.
Like, so you could actually get rejected, and they'll think you got the chick just because
Right, exactly.
the way you carried yourself.
Right.
Exactly.
See, there's one thing if, let's say, for example, you hollered at a chick and the chick harshly reject you or said something crazy to you, and then there was a chick literally right next to you and you tried to holler at her. That's different. But if I'm in a club and we're 10 feet away, and let's say the person happened to be looking at me, they don't know what the fuck we talking about. You feel what I'm saying? They don't know. They don't see what the hell's going on. And then on top of that, in most cases, they're not even looking at you. They're looking at you.
Exactly. Because I think people they're thinking like, I forget the word for it, but because it's some word like everybody assumes that other people are looking at them the way they look at themselves.
Right.
But the truth is everybody else, they're the center of their own world.
Exactly.
So they're thinking that you thinking about them.
Exactly,
so
right.
Everybody in the club, yeah, exactly. And I was gonna say, like in the club, first off, it's dark as hell half the time.
Exactly.
It's loud music playing.
Right.
so they don't know what's going on. But I was gonna say a lot of times, whether it's like a group or whatever, if I'm approaching a chick, because me and my friends a lot of time will like open a set of chicks and kind of let them choose. But let's say the girl that I talk to isn't really into me, or it's like low interest or maybe medium at best. A lot of times, the way you play off that rejection, or even if it's just like a neutral type of thing, the way you play that off, you could and my bad, I'm cooking, my oven going off, but the way you play that off could make other chicks like impressed with you. So like a lot of times I would say some funny shit and like to a group of 4 or 5 chicks, and the chick I wanted wasn't necessarily into me, but another chick in the group or another chick at the bar or some shit heard me talking, and she was laughing.
Right.
So I think dudes just got to get out of that mindset of zoning in on one chick, because it's like you in a club.
Right.
That's the whole point of having different options. It's like, bro, you're not in a monogamous relationship.
Exactly.
Like you know, the whole point is to, take advantage of those different options.
Exactly. Not as facts. That's what it is. A lot. You see, most of these guys, they all up in their head, and it's like they're so self-conscious that they think that, they're worried about what everybody thinks, so they think everybody's thinking about them. That's the crazy part about it. Because they worry about what everybody's thinking about them, they actually think people are thinking about them, which is ridiculous. It's like so stupid. Crazy. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, that's true. And my last thing, I don't know if there's like a term for it, but like when you was talking about the dudes, they get played for a game, or chicks play games with them because they don't let the chick know, early in the interaction what it is.
Right.
So she's going to drag it out and, get validation, get free drinks or free dates or whatever. But I know for me, a lot of the chicks that I hit, whether it was like on the first night or the second night,
right,
you can communicate what it is without being super vulgar or whatever. Like I've said stupid stuff like to a chick like, oh, if you lucky, we might cuddle on the first night, like dumb stuff.
Right.
And then, through my body language and the general interaction, I'm communicating what it is. So I think whatever dudes got to figure out certain things that tailor to their personality.
Right.
Because I think they think in their head like, oh, Lucario, I'm not a pookie, bro. I'm not aggressive. I can't tell a chick that I just want to smash, because she's going to think, she's going to think I'm an S-boy, Lucario. So I think dudes need to take more advantage of their humor, their wit, the situation that's at play, to communicate what it is.
Right.
Because there's been even times where I said, I flipped it on a chick, and I was like if I'm meeting a chick or whatever, I'll be like, if you keep taking too long to text back, I'm gonna make you wait to the third date to hit, or so I'm flipping it on them.
Right, that's facts. That's some real shit.
But I think a lot of dudes, a lot of dudes they get in the the mindset of you literally have to say specifically, oh, I'm just trying to smash.
Right.
And of course that works too for some people. But like if you one of them witty dudes and you know, like me, I got a lot of dry humor, so I'll just say shit and it'll take a couple seconds and then chick will laugh. But dudes need to just tap into whatever their, you know, sense of humor is or whatever they're confident at, whatever type of banter fits their personality. Because you know, a lot of the communication is really sub-communication. It's really more about how you deliver it, you know, your body language, the overall interaction, as opposed to you just saying the words, "Oh, I'm trying to fuck." So you know,
right. Now, that's what's up, man.
But yeah, that's all I had to say.
But yo, man, I appreciate your call, my brother. I'm gonna holler at you, man. All right, you be safe.
All right, bro.
Peace. All right, 973. What's popping? Who this?
Hey, Mr. Matthias, Cold Steel, I donated.
What's up? What's going on? What's going on?
Hey, I want to comment about waiting for choosing signals or waiting for women to approach you. Like a lot of guys like to say that that strategy works for women, not men. But maybe I want to say, like, a lot of girls that approach you first are the ones that you have no chance with. Like I've had a lot of girls like approach me and start a conversation that it turned out they were lesbians or happily married, things like that. I mean, there are girls that are genuinely interested, but
so you talking about hold on, you talking about like dudes be trying to like wait for choosing signals and all that other shit?
Yeah, I hear a lot of dudes, they say wait for choosing signals, and they also say like wait for women to approach you.
Right. Because you know why they say that, right? It's because they actually don't have any experience. Like, see, this is the thing. Guys who don't have that much experience really dealing with women say shit or tell you shit that sounds fancy and sounds cool, but it doesn't really work in real life. In real life, a man has to go and interact with women, period. You see what I'm saying? A man has to set the tone and set the situation, period. All of this choosing signal shit. See, if this was about choosing signals, none of y'all would listen to no dating coaches. You wouldn't have to listen to a dating coach when you half the time. Because all you would need to do is go out there and get chose. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. I've had a number of women approach me, start a conversation, super friendly, and it turned out that they were lesbians. They just wanted to be like just friends.
Right. Exactly.
And,
that's what I'm saying.
And then like even if they are interested, they might only have they might just want to be like a pump and dump situation, you know, be just a medium interest, or they just approach you because of the challenge.
And not even that. This is the thing. I'm not saying that a woman won't check you out or women don't like ever approach a man ever. What I'm saying is that is the exception. That's the rare exception. You understand what I'm saying? That's like somebody saying, "Hey guys, you don't even need to get a job. Just play the lotto." You understand what I'm saying? Just gamble, bro. Like, why are you even worried? Like, that's not feasible in reality for people to do. You understand? So for men, it's not feasible for you to sit there and be like, you know what? I'm not going to talk to any girls unless they give me choosing signals or if they approach me. Then you ain't going to talk to no girls. You see what I'm saying? That's the crazy part.
Yeah, exactly. Just like us, you know, they run game just like us. I mean, if they're really feeling you, they're probably going to try to play it cool. Right. You know, just so they don't look desperate, don't make a fool out of themselves. So
that's a fact.
Yeah, I just wanted to make that point. I keep hearing it constantly.
Right. No, that's a fact, man. But I appreciate the call, my brother. All right. So, guys, if you have any questions, call up 516-371-224. Let me see if there's any more questions in here, and then I'm going to wrap it up. I think I got a few more, and then we're going to go. This one says, hold on. You get together with a new, oh, yeah, we already did that one. So, look, which spots in NYC has the most snow bunnies? I don't know. You got to just go to Manhattan, bro. You got to go to Manhattan, Midtown. You feel what I'm saying? Go in that area. Before I drink with a new chick, should I put it out there that and let her know I'm trying to smash? Well, this is the thing. If you're trying to smash, right? Why are you going out for the drink? Like, if that's all you want to do, then you shouldn't be going out for the drink. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to think about what is the priority or the top thing you're trying to do in a situation. If you're like, I really just want to smash and that's all I want to do, you don't need to go out anywhere. But if you're like, hey, I like to go out and drink and have some female company, and if the female company is, you know, to my liking, I'd smash, then you take a chick out. You see what I'm saying? Because that's a different thing, than actually, you know, taking a chick out just because you're trying to smash. Like, taking a girl out because you're trying to smash makes absolutely no sense. You see what I'm saying? And you're just going to waste your time in a lot of cases because you might not smash. You see what I'm saying? So then you waste the time taking her out. So can you talk yourself out the pussy even if she's sexually attracted to you? Of course. Absolutely. Let me go to 630. What's popping? Who this?
Hey, what's going on, Mr. Lacari? How you doing?
Chilling.
All right.
So
my thing is, all right, chilling, cool. All right, so my thing is,
hold on. Did you donate?
No, sir.
Oh man, bro, you gotta donate at the top, bro. Hit the donate.
All right, how about I donate after this call?
No, I'm gonna hang up and then I want you to donate and call right back. All right? It's right at the top.
All right,
brother. I'm gonna get you after that. All right. What's the other questions? Let me get to some more of the questions. All right. So it says, after taking few months to this chick. Oh, after talking, I said taking. I'm bugging out. After talking a few months to this chick, I told her that it's doing me a disservice for me to keep this going, and we haven't met yet. She called crying and said, you know, I cut myself. I got the, oh my God, nigga, what are you doing? Nigga, what are you doing? Stop talking to this woman, man. What are you doing? Why y'all? Jesus Christ. Y'all motherfuckers is crazy out here. You said before I get a drink with a new chick, should I put it out there and let her know? Oh, you already read this one. Y'all be sending these shits like 3 times. Jesus Christ. How do I find friends with game? I've never met a man with game, and all my friends think that they have game just because they text and sleep with women. Well, this thing, don't worry about meeting dudes who have game. You could run into dudes who have game by doing what the fuck you do. You understand? If you're just out there doing your thing and you see another motherfucker with game and y'all chill and y'all converse, and then y'all could probably go out together and meet other chicks, and that could be a wingman and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is that, you don't necessarily got to meet a dude specifically or meet guys specifically you have game. Just go out and do your shit on your own. All right, let's go back to 630. What's popping? Who this?
All right, so I donated.
Appreciate it, brother.
All right.
So what's good?
So let's get to this question. Okay, so made the long story short, I never really had any problems with women, but I've been noticing as of lately how it's hard for me to close a deal, if you know what I'm saying. So sometimes I'll initiate the move for sex. Some of them don't want to have sex, and I'll let them know, okay, then, so whatever, I'll hit you up next time and whatnot, yada, yada. Or when I try to get at some of these chicks, some of them might not be a little bit interested, and I know that rejection is part of the game.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it's just kind of crazy to me. It's like, okay, like we'll say, for example, one night I was dancing with mad hoes in the club. And then in one club, I only danced with like just 2 of them, which I don't understand. Like, what's with the whole 50-50 thing going on?
So wait, what's your issue specifically? You said that you have issues getting sex. Is that the main thing you're talking about? Like getting a chick to want to fuck with you?
No. That's not what I mean. Sorry about that. That's not what I mean. I have no problems with that. It's just that with me trying to close the deal, I don't want to come off like an asshole sometimes.
So what do you hold on. What do you mean by closing the deal?
All right, what I mean by closing the deal, let's say, for example, I might get this chick number. If I want to smash her, I'll let her know straight up, hey, I just, want to smash. But sometimes I don't say that in person, which will probably be better. I say over a text, which is kind of lame.
That's the problem. Why don't you say it to her in person and then get the number and then set it up? Or give her your number and set it up?
Maybe it's just me, but something is like blocking it because I don't want to come off too weird. If that makes sense.
Well, that's the thing. That's the issue. Okay, let me ask you a question. Right? Let's say you bought one of my books, right? And then I mail the book and I mail the book out to you. When it gets to your house, it's a different book. You're gonna feel some type of way, right?
Yes.
Right, because it's not what you expected. So what happens is when you talk to women, and then you might be talking to them on some regular shit, and then when you hit them up, you say, hey, I want to hook up with you, I want to have sex. They're like, what the fuck? I thought we was just going to chill or hang out and go on a date, because you didn't express that's what you wanted in the beginning. Because are you even flirting with these women?
Sometimes I am flirting, sometimes I'm not.
Okay, well, so what happens is that you need to flirt so you can see if the woman is interested in flirting back with you. And then once you see she's interested flirting back with you, then you say, hey, listen, we should get together and hook up sometime. Like let's make that happen. Like, let's exchange numbers. And so she's exchanging numbers off the fact that you are telling her you want to hook up, and you're interacting with her and you're talking to her, so she's showing you she has interest. So if you flirt with her, you say, okay, now you're saying in your brain, okay, I can see she has interest. Now that I see she has some interest in flirting with me, then I say, hey, let's get together and hook up sometime. And if she says, cool, sounds good, then you get the number. So then when you text her, you can say, hey, when are you free to hook up? I'm free this Friday. Let's get together and hook up. So now it makes sense because she's giving you the number based off of that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, sir. All right, now that makes more sense.
All right, brother.
All right, that's the only thing I got to call for. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. All right, so guys, that's pretty much it. I'm about to wrap it up in a minute. So, guys, make sure that you guys go to badboymembership.com where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Also, make sure you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com to join the Masculine Identity Membership. And make sure you check us out tomorrow on the Real Game No Theory show. So we can, we're going to spit some more heavy game after all of that. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, man, that's pretty much it. And remember, guys, that the truth is inside you. I'll holler at you guys later. Peace. I'm out. I'm gone. When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first, you're going to have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting something.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, the things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.